Starting video transmission. And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to the first session of the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital charity stream featuring me, Kiba, as the Dungeon Master, and my wonderful players here. Unfortunately, Scarlett couldn't be here to join us today because she's having network issues. I'm going to give a moment for everyone to kind of talk about themselves and their character. So we'll start with you, Razdak. Tell us about your character.
My character is he was a professor at a college that he tried to start himself. And when that failed, he just fell back on his search for knowledge. But when he found out that the mage that taught him, his best friend, had disappeared, that gave him even more reason to go searching around. And ever since then, he's been going crazy looking for the guy. Hasn't found one clue.
All right, excellent, excellent. Ember, tell us about your character.
Hello. I'll be playing. I'll be playing Woozy. I hold on. Sorry. Um, I'll be playing. You could call her Daisy because it's hard to most people struggle to pronounce her name in but she's.
I don't think you could ever mispronounce that name.
Just really excited to be here with her best friend Doxoff, and I've been traveling with him for a while, trying to help him find his friend, because I know it's important, and I had to leave my home under poor circumstances, but I'm here now, and it's really hot in here. Okay. But yeah.
All right, excellent. Stream team, you're up. Tell us about your character.
Hello, everyone. I am Pierre Rabbit.
Oh, Jesus.
So, I'm Pierre Tibbet, as he is a cultist bunny man that has summoned an angel for pure power, but this angel was not the demon he was expecting, and so when he signed on the contract, he sadly has to be good, even though, despite his nature, he is very much a bad bunny. So yeah, he is the party's healer, the best healer in the world, it might add you. So, you're ready.
All right. And though she's not here, Scarlett will be playing Gingy, who is another Lorpa from the plains. And she will be playing a rogue who used to travel with her parents, who were merchants, but has since become an adventurer. All right. So
She took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah. Fun fact about the phrase an arrow to the knee, it is actually Nordic slang for getting married.
Not fun facts. Bad fun fact.
How's that a bad fun fact? That's a great fun fact.
I had a lack of fun.
Anyway, so you guys are starting in the Thorian Plains. Specifically, you guys have been hired by the trade royalty within the capital city of Cortel in order to investigate why people from nearby villages have been disappearing. That being said, perhaps you guys have already known each other, as is the case with Razdak and Ember, or you've been hired individually and have just now met the party for the first time. Either way, you guys are now presently in a small village known as Vernal Haven. So, you guys will notice that in Vernal Haven there are many letters that represent different locations. If you look in your journal tab, you will see that there is or maybe not, I have to make that visible, I guess. Here we go.
right.
Now everybody
Towns
is
mapped
able to look at this description here of Vernal Haven. It is a quaint little village built on a small plateau in the Thorian Plains, about a day's journey north of Cortel. Most of the citizens live in small farms that lay on the outskirts of the village, but travel regularly into the village proper to actually trade, discuss issues, and host events and holidays whenever they come up. A few, including the village's currently elected leader, Thomas Higginbaum, is the male.
Idiot's bottom.
His Higginbaum. He is a male human. He lives inside of the city walls so as to keep everything running smoothly on the political front by paying the necessary taxes to Cortel or organizing supply orders for things that aren't readily available to the village. Most of its citizens describe it as a small slice of heaven. In its relatively short century-long history, it's never really suffered much trouble or need for worry. If you guys would like, you guys can go ahead and read up on the key locations as provided there and decide where it is that you would like to go first.
Town Hall, Rosewood Temple, Open Market. Oh,
Ooh.
Open Market.
Okay.
How about the library?
Yep. All you got to do is take your character tokens from the actor tab and drag them onto the map for the corresponding location.
It is location C. Where is C? C. Oh wait, no, that's not the one. I put it in your token. What?
Just deal with it for right now. I'll fix it later.
Oh, wait. Give me a second. I will fix this myself.
Okay, but we can't hold up the stream because you're leaving soon.
That's fine. Do it without me.
I don't even see my token.
That's weird. Should work. There you go.
Oh.
I clicked and dragged it and it worked.
Okay.
Yep. You are at Elena's library. Okay. So, as you enter into Elena's library, you find that this tent is more recent than the other buildings. It's probably been here maybe a week or so. That being said, as you look inside of the tent, you find that there are many shelves with many, many books. Elena is sitting at the counter. You can't really identify what she is. Her hood seems to have some sort of enchantment on it that conceals her face. That being said, do you have any questions for her?
Yes, good lady. Do you have any good, either maybe spell books or books on history that involve people who disappear?
She kind of looks up from her shelf, having been kind of jerked to alertness from the book that she was reading. She goes, "Well, spell books, we have a few, though they are quite expensive, if that's what you're seeking. As for historical archives, I'm afraid I haven't been around long enough in this town to make one of my own. That being said, if you have information that would be helpful, I could pay you some money in order to submit some history."
What type of history?
Well, the history of the town, of course, family trees, local ancestry, major events, things of that nature.
The
Well, I
professor
don't.
knows a lot about history.
Yeah, I will have to look through my notes, but
All right.
how much payment?
Oh, well, that depends on what you can give me. Depending on the roll that you make for your history check, you may get more or less money. If you would like to roll a history check, you may do so.
All right.
In the meantime, while he's going over like his papers, Daisy's like, I know a lot of history. Back in my town, there was and he really loved to go to this little pond and just like talking her ear off of about like random stuff from her village.
Elena is politely nodding to indicate that she's listening, but her eyes
So
are
that's
more focused on
so that's an 11.
yeah. So after you've perused your notes, you've selected some that you have documented about the local area, and as she flips through them, she goes, it's not much, but it'll do." And she opens a small drawer and pulls out a purse of coins and puts down 2 platinum pieces for you before putting
Many
the bag back in.
Daisy, and and how useful is my history stuff?
Roll me a history check. It was very interesting, but I fear it's not much use to this city, being that you're from so far away, of course. And she kind of reaches out and gives you like a tentative pat on the head.
so
Daisy's tail starts wagging. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know a lot about my village. I lived there for a while.
All right, so you wanted to look through the wizard spell books, correct?
yes.
Okay. You do manage to find uh, 3 spell books. Uh, they seem to be pretty low level spells, so they're probably ones that you're capable of. What you find is a spell book of catapult, a spell book of color spray, and a spell book of longstrider. Uh, Elena informs you that the spell books cost 50 gold pieces each.
And how much is that in 2 platinum?
2 platinum is worth 20 gold.
Okay. I'll buy it.
All right, which one?
I believe
Your options were
perhaps
catapult,
catapult,
color
color
spray,
spray,
or
long strider.
longstrider. That's right.
I believe I'll go with catapult.
All right. Uh, go ahead and remove 50 gold pieces from your character sheet, and she will take your gold, and with a wave of her hand, a book magically floats off of one of the shelves over to the counter before she presents it to you.
So I've only got 10 gold. I'm going to have to add, not subtract. So how much would that be?
Well, if you have 2 platinum and 10 gold, that's 50 gold pieces.
No, that would be 30 gold. You're short
Oh,
20.
30 gold. Yeah.
30. Okay.
Sorry.
So you're
Like 2
short.
platinum's 20 times 2 is 40.
Yeah, 2 platinum is 20 plus 10 would be 30. Um, so yeah, you're short 20 gold.
Okay.
But there might be other work around here, and the Trade Council did promise to pay you once you concluded your investigation on why these people were disappearing from the town.
Go to ask if there's any work. Who would I go to for that?
Oh, there's a notice board in the town hall that may have some postings. I tell you what, one of my friends has also disappeared lately. She was, not the brightest girl, but she did assist with stocking my wares, and very often she would transport my books to and from the town, but lately she has disappeared. She had told me before that she had a good business venture that she was looking into, but I haven't heard from her since.
Interesting. Yes, I lost a close friend myself. He was the one that taught me everything I know.
Well, I do hope that you manage to find him, and perhaps while you're on your journeys you can find my friend as well.
What is her name?
Her name is Araneth Truesilver. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
What a lovely name that is. I'm sure we can help find her.
Thank you. She's a young elvish woman, about so high, dark brown hair. Uh, it might be kind of hard to identify her just from appearances alone, but she does answer to her name, so it should be easier. Now, was there anything else I could help you with? Perhaps some books on lore, or some information, or any such things?
Lore would be nice. That might help with my history.
We have books of various subjects. They are 5 gold pieces each. We have this one here called Tales of Dragons. We have this one over here uh, called Local Flora and Fauna, and then we have this one here called Lusty Ionian Butler. But you probably aren't interested in this one.
A book about the butler. Did you really say that?
Yes, though, like I said, you probably wouldn't be interested.
What what did he do that warranted his own book?
Many, many things. I am shy to mention.
No, I'm also curious what he did to get his own book.
I'm afraid this book doesn't have any pictures, sweetie. It probably wouldn't be of interest to you.
I can read.
I'm sure you can, and I'm sure you are a wonderful reader.
You have to forgive her. She tries, but sometimes, well, you can see.
Anyway, if you wish to purchase the Book of Dragons or the book on local flora and fauna, that will be 10 gold pieces.
Each?
Yes.
Dragons might come helpful, actually.
All right. If you pay the 10 gold for the book's effect is that you get advantage on one check in order to one knowledge check regarding dragons. After you have made that check with advantage, the book becomes of no use.
Please tell me I haven't already bought that.
No, if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to. I'm just telling you the book's
that's
effect.
not. That ain't worth. No, no. That. Dragons are interesting. Yes, I will admit, but I shall have to pass today.
Very well. I wish you luck then, and I would greatly appreciate it if you do manage to bring my friend home. I'm sure that I can scrounge up some form of reward for you.
I shall seek her.
Thank you.
Did she go missing like the rest of them?
I suppose so. We have had a few people go missing in the town, but I hadn't really thought anything of it. With the way that the farms are, the people can be gone from the town for weeks and then just show back up like nothing happened. It's not too unusual. All right. So,
Well,
Pierre.
thank you for your services. I believe I'll go see what jobs are available.
All right, thank you. All right,
Thank you.
Pierre.
It's lovely to meet you.
All right.
I never caught your name.
Her name is, I had it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned her name.
Elena.
Thank you. Yeah, Elena.
Nice to meet you, Elena. Bye.
Bye. Have fun storming the castle. God, I haven't seen that movie in a while. All right. Pierre, you are in the open market.
Okay, he's looking around frantically. He's hopping. He's ready. You can tell this is a rabbit that is quite excited to be here. Is there any fine vendors of the mystical liquid of the gods of wine around here? Any wizards of wines?
There is indeed a tavern, but you won't find fancy wine there, just kind of cheap ale. There doesn't really seem to be a lot of wine in this town. It's just kind of a poor village, and they don't really, look to find much luxuries.
I see. Is there somebody selling like used farm tools or like something of the sort then? Like what is there, like what are people selling that might be like interesting or catch this curious rabbit's eye?
Well, you don't really find anything of particular interest. Most of the stuff seems to be kind of just mundane goods, slightly more expensive than you could probably find at Cortel, but these ones have been kind of handmade, so they're also not necessarily of the highest quality.
I see.
You do see that there is a blacksmith, uh, down here. Apparently, I forgot to include that in the key locations, but there is indeed a blacksmith there, mostly adept at repairing farm tools and the like, but you might be able to find some weapons or armor there that farmers would use to protect their crops from various
Wolves and such.
predators and such. Yeah.
Hmm. You see Pierre enthusiasm dies down so much. He's like, this is such a sad market. There's nothing here, nothing fantastical. And so he starts thinking to himself, his like foot's like drumming up and down next to him. He looks around. Is there a barrel of ale or any like something of the sort, like crops or anything like that?
I mean, there's a barrel. Yeah, you could easily find a barrel. A barrel of ale? Probably not. Most of the ale is sold at the tavern, which is D over here. That is the Backwater Tavern and Inn.
I like that. Hmm. I think Pierre open market and see if he could, if it's just start asking about these disappearances, just like casually, like as he perusing the goods, and then he'll go like, "Oh, I heard you guys had some disappearances recently," kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can either use persuasion or performance because of your story traders in order to get that information.
Well, I would love to use persuasion. Normal, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're fucking me.
Your hyperactive nature and your insulting of the market has not gone unnoticed by the local sellers and peddlers. Uh, as you start asking about disappearances, they start to become more suspicious, and they're like, "Look, I'm incredibly busy right now. I don't have time to talk. If you want to buy something, buy something. Otherwise, please be on your way. You are upsetting my customers." And you kind of
Excuse
get
me.
the same
You're saying
song
talking
and
about upset
dance.
customers. You're talking to me right now, and I'm very upset at that remark.
Please don't make us call the guards.
He's gonna puff out his chest, and then just like look about and starts walking away, and he like mumbles to himself in Dwarvish, just like a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Starts walking away. Um, I guess he would make his way towards the fountain naturally.
Okay. As you get to Heartflow Spring, it is cycling cool, fresh water. Um, if you like, you can use this to refill water skins or get something to drink. Uh, as for you guys, as you enter the town hall, uh, are you going with the professor?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. As you go
Oh, you
in,
can read.
you do find that the town hall is actually rather quiet. There is a receptionist there who is working, but for the most part, you can kind of hear Mr. Higginbaum uh, kind of making notes at his desk in his office off to the side about supplies needed for village and kind of mumbling to himself about various like supplies needed to repair the walls for like normal wear and tear, getting some like more stone in order to improve the path in and out of the city, things of that nature. Uh, to the left, you do see a notice board that has some flyers on it.
What's the? Are there anything that would require magic?
From the notice board,
Yes.
um, a few things. There's a person saying that they need help because their last hoe broke, and they need a replacement, but they don't have the money for it, and so they're asking if someone can like loan them one until they have enough money to pay the blacksmith to repair it. Um, just some basic stuff like that. It seems mostly like trading based. Like some people are asking for, certain kinds of food, or, some of them are just work orders. But there is one in particular that really catches your eye. And this is what it says.
Ooh, I like. I'll run up to the.
I recommend
It's
scrolling
not
down
throw,
and reading the whole thing.
throw it on her desk. How does this work?
Well, I'm not entirely sure who posted it, but since it's a free notice board, anyone can. Uh, According to this, it says that you just need to head to the creepy woods north of Vernal Haven to apply. It is interesting, though, gaining experience and treasure. Maybe I'll go and look into it, although, to be honest, I'm not much one for the outdoors.
Why not? The outdoors are amazing. And it's very shiny in the way it says it's worded.
Wait,
I think
what?
we should go, Doctor.
Oh, may we borrow this to go show our friends?
Of course, please, help yourself.
Okay, I'll take it and we'll see if we can find Pierre. Okay,
Alright.
share the news.
So, sure enough, as you leave, you find Pierre splashing around in the fountain.
Stupid market sellers. I can't stand them.
Perhaps I might be able to make you a bit more happy, and I'll unroll and hold
Pierre
up
will look
the
over, just like a
right in
scowl
front
on
of
his
his
face.
face.
We found a shiny piece of paper.
I'm gonna look at it. Becoming an adventurer today. Do you want gold? Yes, yes. Gain experience. Reach the next level of your career. Nice. Like they can teach me anything. And collect treasure. Oh, I like that part. Join the Adventurers Academy just north of the creepy woods of Valhaven. Is this a good idea? I mean, the treasure and gold. Absolutely. Fine with that. But, creepy woods.
Yes, but with experience comes knowledge.
And I'm already full of knowledge. More knowledge than you could ever conceive of.
You cannot go through life and live it to its fullest without knowledge.
I have more knowledge than the gods themselves. See, I was blessed, quite literally, by an angel. And you see like his face drop, the sadness, and I'll come back again. He goes, So I have attained power and knowledge beyond most mortals in their entire lifetime.
I have a lot of knowledge too. See, there
No,
was
you do.
Then come with me and we can share our combined knowledge.
there was there was good old
Why do I have to follow you? Hmm?
and he used to go
I said come with, not follow.
Why do I have to follow anyone? What makes you the leader?
Nothing. I'm afraid to go in the front anyway. That's what my friend here is for.
Dogsoft is very smart. He leads because he knows a lot of things.
But I know more, you see, as he taps the side of his head.
Very well then. You can lead.
Yes.
But,
All right.
but you
Let's go
don't have
onward to the creepy woods north of Vernal Haven. Nothing can go wrong.
you have no familiar like Dogsoft though. I'm his familiar.
Who needs a familiar
I
when you have a
forgot.
book?
I forgot your character thinks that you're his familiar.
I'm he magically linked us with this necklace, and now I've helped protect him.
All right.
And see, since I am the leader and he follows me, you also have to protect me too.
Well, that's
Makes
what
sense?
friends.
Of course it does. Let's go.
Alrighty. So you guys are you leaving right now?
I mean, since
It's
the market
about
literally kicked him out, yeah.
okay. I was about to say it's a little bit before midday because you guys arrived early in the morning. It's about
You,
like 11
would I be able
a.m.
to see that there's a blacksmith from where I am?
Yes, you do know of the blacksmith.
Daisy kind of goes and like
Can,
wets her fur.
can I
and
go
helps
talk
him.
to him? Which building is that?
Building G. Sorry, I forgot to include it on the list of locations. But yes, G is the blacksmith. As you go inside, there is a dwarven woman who is presently hammering on what looks to be some sort of dented shovel.
Hello there, lady.
What?
Hello,
Hello.
lady. What say you to perhaps silvering a dagger?
She looks up at you, looks to the dagger, and goes, I may be able to do something about that. It's going to cost quite a bit, though.
I currently have 30 gold pieces.
I'm afraid that that's not nearly enough. In order to silver a weapon, you'll need at least 100 gold pieces. It's not so much just the value of the silver, but it's also making sure that it's sharp and balanced, that it retains its edge, and of course making sure it doesn't come off looking like a lump of metal on a stick.
Okay, so
Is it not a lump of metal on a stick?
No, it's a fine piece of craftsmanship on a stick.
What you're saying is that it's a lump of metal on a nice handle.
No, I'm saying it's a very nice shaped lump of metal on a handle.
So it is a lump of metal.
how about a small knife? Small knife?
She looks at the small knife and she goes, Look, I do understand that having a silver weapon could be very helpful, but I'm afraid that it would just take too much time in order for me to do it. And then, of course, there's all the tarnishing and things like that. I can sharpen your weapon for you for a fraction of the price, but coating it in silver, I'm afraid, isn't something that is going to be possible for the price that you are asking.
Would you perhaps make a rod of silver and just let him use the staff? Hell, just give him like a, I don't know, like a 5-inch rod of silver and let him smack things with it.
Do you know how much that would cost?
Not a clue.
About 100 gold pieces worth of silver.
But that's like solid silver. When you could just coat the weapon in silver. I think you're scamming me here, woman.
Would you like
he,
to-
puffs up his
have you-
chest and points an accusatory finger at her.
All right.
So Doc Stuff looks at Pierre. So then, does that mean you were willing to pay to silver my dagger?
What? No, not at all. I don't have enough money for that yet.
She, after hearing Pierre's words about scamming people, you seem to have touched a nerve, and she just clang, like, sets her very heavy hammer down, and she goes, listen, if you're going to come in here and antagonize me, then you're going to be in for a world of trouble. So,
No, that was not my plan. I merely wanted to see if I could make my weapon a bit more destructive.
sorry, go ahead.
Pierre's gonna stare into this woman's eyes, and then Dwarvis say, "Try your best short stack."
Maybe we should go before we get in trouble. I'm not sure we want to fight.
What's your armor class again? Let me see here.
15.
15. Okay.
So at that point, Doc Stuff would look at Daisy and
All
go,
you guys know is that he mumbled
Fair
something in
point.
Dwarvish.
fair point. We shall go.
She reaches down and picks up a heavy mallet and just hurls it straight at Pierre. Pierre, I need a strength save from you, please.
Absolutely. Guys, what's going wrong? Nothing. That's what. Normal. 9. Because, goddamn, I can't roll anything higher than a 10. Alright, that'll be a 9 for my strength save.
Okay. Well, you take 8 bludgeoning damage and are sent flying out of the shop before the hammer flies back to her hand and she drops it back down. And she goes, listen, you seem a lot more understandable than your friend here. I'm willing to help you and do business with you, but not with him.
When I have the money, I shall return and pay you fairly.
Very well, then. If you like, I can still sharpen your dagger for you, and that will only cost 5 gold pieces, if you like.
That would be nice, thank you.
All right, so she sharpens your dagger for you, and hands it back. Your dagger does +1 damage from being sharpened.
Ugh.
I would prefer next time you didn't throw hammers at my friend. Thank you.
Well, I would prefer next time that your friend keep his tongue in his mouth instead of wagging it like a moron. So I guess we both won't get what we want. All right, so
Pierre's outside the shop, grumbling to himself, that dwarves, they're always like that. Can never respect a fell rabbit.
What's wrong with wagging?
it is merely a turn of phrase. It means that your friend shouldn't be insulting people who are willing to take up arms against him.
Then maybe you should take the same advice. And she gives a smile as she walks away.
She starts reaching for that mallet again and then just decides against it. All right. So, you guys head north?
Yes.
Okay. As you head north through the creepy woods, you do find that there is a path that has been left. There are quite a few sets of footprints, some about a week old, more or less. And as you continue traveling, surprisingly, you find a large tent, almost like a circus tent that has been set up in a clearing in the woods. You assume that this is probably the Adventurers Academy.
Oh. It's nice to get out in the wild again for a bit. It's been a while since I've been.
Yeah, there's no map for this, so we're going to be going into Theater of the Mind.
Okay. He's gonna look around and go, I expected more for the Adventurers Academy, but this would do. as he's gonna waltz inside the tent.
All right. Inside of the tent, you do find almost 24 what look to be civilians dressed in ramshackle armor. Their weapons look old and not exactly well cared for, but you see that they are all waiting in line at a front desk that has been set up, while two gentlemen are there um, accepting coin and trading information with people.
Pierre's gonna walk to the front of the line.
All right. People kind of start protesting that you are cutting in front of them whenever they have been waiting for so long. What
He
about
just ignores them, walking up like he belongs there.
what about
Sorry about my friend. He's we've got important business. We're trying to help people. Sorry.
all right, Doc Stuff, what are you doing?
I think I'll stick next to Daisy and keep quiet, make sure nobody tries to aim their anger at me.
Yeah. Are you standing in the back of the line, or are you cutting in front as well?
Is there room to stand next to her?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Daisy, are you cutting in line?
I'm following Pierre. I like grab his hand. We shouldn't cut. I like take
Nonsense. We need to do our important business first.
I like grab your hand gently and like we should go to the back. That's the nice thing to do.
But is it also saving people nicer?
I I like look at all the angry people. But we're upsetting a lot of people.
It's fine. It's just a means to an end. It's all good. They'll be cheering our name once we are done with our business.
I don't know if that's a good idea. These look like nice people. And I kind of tug you back.
He's gonna try to like push forward still. Are we gonna do a grapple check here?
Yeah. Are you earnestly trying to pull him back?
I mean, not like pull, but like gentle tug.
Okay. Yeah. Give me 2 athletics checks, both of you. Well, one of each. So.
See.
All right, Daisy.
Pierre.
You just kind of follow Pierre as he tugs you along. Once you guys get up to the front of the counter, one of the men, the two of them are almost identical. They are kind of large, burly. You're not sure. They look almost human, but also kind of orcish. They might be half-orcs. One of them goes, "Ah, I see we have some eager new candidates to join our academy. What do you think, little Jim?" And the other one next to him's like, "I don't know, Big Jim. These guys don't look like they have the chops." Little
Excuse
Jim.
me?
I have the chop.
I have plenty of chops to go around.
I'll summon up a mage hand and knock on the desk in front of them.
All right. They go, the magic I see, but, I don't know. Maybe you could get through our program, but, I don't know.
Into the air.
Let's see.
Have gotten through much worse than anything you could throw at me.
My exact same sentiment. What makes you so sure that I, the great Pierre Tibbet, can never get through your program?
The Great Who? That's
Pierre
funny.
Tibbet.
I've never heard your name before.
Of course, you don't hear much anyway.
Well, I mean, if you would like to prove us wrong, all you have to do is sign your names on this sheet of paper right here, and pay 3 gold each, and then you'll see if we'll be eating our words for dinner.
He signs his name, tosses 3 gold on the table. Yeah.
Daisy.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's prove these asshole orcs things wrong.
Yeah, I want to, but I don't have 30 gold.
You don't have 3 gold?
The 3 gold?
3 gold.
Oh,
3.
30. Oh, yeah. You guys are gonna be eating your. Eating your.
Eating their words.
What's that mean?
Forgive him. He's much more.
It means
steady.
they're going to lose, and we're going to beat them up so bad that they'll have to remember it forever, and their kids will remember it, and all of that.
Wait, I don't want them to eat their words. That I just wanted to prove them wrong.
That is what we're doing.
Oh, you're gonna eat your words, and I throw 3 gold on the table. I write down like mess of scribbles, essentially.
You write it in a woven.
Oh my god.
Your name's just in emoticons.
Daisy's handwriting is like terrible to begin with. And then it's in a woven, it's just a mess.
It's just a picture of a flower, like a stick figure flower.
Pierre's going to point to Docksoft and go, all right, come on, gangly one, let's hurry up. Let's prove them wrong.
It would be, technically, it would be a picture of a beam of light from the moon.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So yeah, Doftox, are you going to sign your name on the paper? Pay 3 gold?
I'll lay down gently the 3 gold and sign my name as neatly as possible.
Excellent. You can head over there with the others, and Big Jim kind of points off to the side, and you see that there's a small compartment in the tent that has a bunch of chairs lined up, almost like a classroom, with desks attached to the chairs.
As,
Please have a seat.
Turn and try to take like one of the front row seats of these lines of chairs.
Daisy is still like getting dragged along. He hasn't like let go.
Yeah, Pierre just has like an ironclad grip on Daisy's head of just like, come on, let's go.
Doc Stuff will sit down in the front row, pull out a quill and a small piece of parchment to take notes.
All right. As you guys are sitting there, you can kind of hear the rest of the people murmuring about what's going on. They seem very excited about this. One of them says, "Hey, my friend took this course, and the next thing I knew, he moved out of the village. He could be anywhere right now. I bet he's even like in Cortel, really living it up. This is gonna be great." And another guy's like, "Yeah, like the same thing happened with my friend, like he sent me a letter saying that he was, heading to some ancient ruins, and like that's so cool, and everyone just seems very excited about this. As you are waiting, what all do you do? Do you guys make conversation? Do you just wait until the class begins? What would you like to do?
You've been to ruins before? What's so special about that?
Well, these ancient ruins, they said, are supposed to be magical. There was a stone there that could grant a wish, they said. It was an old abandoned mine that, like, a lich went and buried the secret to immortality in it, and I heard that he went there.
Doc Stuff, can't you make magic stone that grant wishes? You did that with this one.
I can make stone, yes, but
You can grant wishes?
Yes, he is the most
No,
powerful
no.
wizard of our generation, right here.
I'm his familiar. We're magically bonded.
Everyone is, like, now huddled around you, Doftox, asking you many, many questions, all at the same time. Asking...
Please, settle down.
Pierre, while they're doing that, is like whispering in other people's ears, like that are huddling up around him, like, yes, we came here to actually teach the class ourselves. He is going to teach us those ways of magic. And he's gonna like dash over to the other side and like start whispering to somebody else's ear. It's like, I heard he once slayed 3 giants with just a flick of the wrist.
Daisy's kind of staying by Dockstop and making sure people don't like completely overwhelm him. It's like, hey, let's give him space. He needs room to breathe and whatnot.
All right. As you're like trying to settle the crowd down, the man that you recognize as Big Jim, kind of lumbers in to the room and stands behind the desk and he goes, "All right, maggots, take your seats." Almost instantly, the entire crowd all like scrambles in order to find a chair.
Daisy sits next to Dockstop.
Pierre sits on his desk.
All right, I can see one of you can't follow basic instructions. If you are sitting in a chair, it is the chair on which you sit, not the desk, you fool.
What kind of fool? I have taken a seat, no?
I said to
Well,
take
this is
your
going-
seat. The
So my
chair.
hand is strong enough to pull him back into a chair.
I mean,
Like,
It's 10
scooching.
pounds. So if he's like he's like teetering on a desk right now. So yeah, probably.
yeah, you can kind of tug him into the seat, I'll say.
You like pull his ear and he comes crashing down.
Daisy like scooches her desk like closer to Dockstop. While this is going on.
Hey, cow! He's gonna like crawl up from the floor and take his seat.
All right, we're going to go through a few lessons so that way you losers can learn what it means to be adventurers. And
You see Pierre's eye physically just twitch out of anger.
our first lesson will be heroic posing. And he just points a finger to Daisy and goes, "You there! Here's this girl. Stand up. Show me your heroic pose."
Me?
Do you see another one that I pointed to and said, "You against this girl"?
Oh, okay. I step out in front of everyone, and I like swing like my heavy like axe out, my great axe, and like swing it and like hold it up.
All
As
right.
I like crouch and like make a pose.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh no. uh, uh, uh,
That was the most pathetic pose I've ever seen in my life.
but
That being said, I'm sure that you might be able to succeed in other place, but for that grade, I give you an F.
what?
He like just stamps a piece of paper.
Like, she starts to get upset, and like you see like her claws getting longer and stuff. She walks over to Doc stuff and kind of like leans her head on her shoulder as she's like doing breath exercises.
Poor Daisy. All right, you there,
I tried really hard.
Fox. And he points to you, Duff Ducks. He goes, "Stand up, flex for me. Show me your muscles." You can make a strength check.
A what check?
Strength.
Okay, let's see.
He kind of nods his head and he goes, "Not bad, not bad. A little average. This is how you flex." And he just like flexes his muscles so hard that like the seams of his shirt like tear open. And
Doc's tough average. He's amazing.
all right,
The
he
best
goes,
wizard there is.
"Well, you did
Not
better
good.
than an F. I'll give you a C plus. I think that's a
Fair.
pretty good score." All right,
Fair. That's
let's see here. You, the bunny.
We?
I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
How many lights are in this room? Don't turn your head, just tell me. Perception check.
Perception check?
That's right.
All right. Pierre, not turning his head. He's just like staring straight at Big Jim. Is going to cast the light cantrip on his face and go 1.
All right. He gets to make a dexterity save against your light cantrip. What's your
Spell save.
Yeah.
It is something. DC 13.
All right. He manages to just kind of move his head out of the way as your light fizzles out behind him. And he goes, "You pull that again, and we're going to bring the axe down. And you don't want us to bring the axe down."
Pierre just looks at us like, what was I wrong?
Yes, there are 6 lights in this room, you fool.
There, 6.
Anyone could have told you that.
Really? Anyone could have told me that.
Yep.
Anyone. As he turns to the room.
Don't believe me. You there, the one in the plaid shirt. How many lights are in this room?
Shut up!
6, sir? See? Even he knows.
Pierre is just twitching with anger. You see his like ears just start to like curl up and then like unfold.
You, Bunny, you get an F. You, plaid shirt, A+. Great work.
He just starts muttering gibberish.
Now then, we've moved past the heroic posing. Done some very simple assessments of your abilities. Let's see. All right. Let's do some intelligence exercises.
Oh, I'm good at those.
All right. So, you find yourself in a maze. You come to a corridor. There's a path to the left and a path to the right. Which one do you take?
Well, I'll raise my hand and, well, I believe that would depend on many variables. Which one has been traveled the most? Are there recent footprints? Are there signs of any weapons on either one? And there are many more variables that I could name.
Wrong. F.
I know this one. You go straight through the middle.
Also wrong. F. You want to try, buddy?
Pierre's just gonna stare straight at him and go, "Yes, I do." And I am going. Can I roll like intelligence or something?
Sure.
Ability check. Normal. 14.
Okay. The question is nonsense. Like, left or right? You're pretty sure that Doftox was right. That it does make a difference depending on what is actually, like, present.
All right. So Pierre is going to stroke under his chin and go, "See, to answer this question, I must stoop down to your level. Right, because it's always right. Am I right or am I right?"
F. Left. You always go left. If you always go left, you'll be able to better navigate a maze. Since people are typically right-handed, that is also the direction that they typically place the exit. You always head left, and that will allow you to more easily navigate the maze and backtrack if you get lost. Fool.
You're a jerk.
And you are tiny.
Daisy is like. Okay.
Pierre just like
Daisy
scooches
goes
away.
into a rage. Daisy goes into a rage.
Myself will be writing down notes. Left, right-handers do this, and left will take you here. And
You see Pierre after he gets tiny, like literally pick up his chair and start scooting it down by hopping it across the floor.
Daisy goes into a rage and like a giant like tail spine of like some lizard, like a spine lizard comes out.
Oh, look at the cute little freak of nature.
Okay. She's just gonna swing the tail at him.
Come! Show us what true adventures look like.
Oh, that's damage. Whoops.
You'll notice there's a bunch of dice at the bottom under the window if you're trying to do a custom roll. All right.
Ooh.
You do manage to hit him for 1 damage, and he kind of like is taken aback, and he's like, "All right, you. I've had about enough. Seems to me like you're not ready for classroom training. We'll see how you handle the pit."
Pierre
If
just
you
looks
allow
around.
me
What is
to
everyone
roll
else
for-
doing right now?
All of the other villagers are like together going, "Ooh."
Was that his turn? Because Daisy's in a rage. Like, this is a full-on rage. She has been taking too much shit recently.
I mean, if you want to roll for initiative, you can roll for initiative.
Technically, Daisy did 3 damage because she's pissed off.
Technically, Daisy did
2 bonus to the damage roll. Increases as you level.
7 damage. Actually,
7 damage.
With your
'Cause
strength mod.
Strength modifier plus rage.
Oh.
So yeah, technically Daisy did 7.
All right,
with
well,
that attack.
if that's the case, he is a lot more pissed than you believe. And he pulls a great axe from behind his back that seems to almost glow with runic power.
Oh, Doc. Hey, Doc, stuff!
Doc Stuff will send his mage hand to punch him straight in the face.
You can't attack with a mage hand.
Oh, you can't?
No.
I think you can. But, he did cutscene damage.
Yeah.
Okay, how about a firebolt then?
Okay, wait,
He
hold
sends
on.
a fiery
If
mage
we're
hand to come
going
punch
into
him in
full
the face.
combat, we're rolling initiative. All right.
Yeah, we're going into full combat. Pierre is like puffed up his chest, saying Daisy take this action, and then he stops puffing it up as soon as he sees the guy pull out his own axe.
All right. Everybody roll for initiative.
How?
You should be able to if you click on your token.
Okay.
There should be an initiative button.
Oh, okay.
Click on the
Yeah,
token.
it says
Whoa.
utility roll initiative. That's what you're gonna do.
Oh my god, I'm blind. Christ.
Oh,
What's that one look like?
There you go.
If you click on your token, the top like left where all of your inventory, spells, etc., 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 under utility, there should be a thing that says
Oh.
roll initiative.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Alrighty, let's see here.
How many spell slots do I have? Not enough, probably. All right.
wow, we're all right after each other.
Oh, sweet. 16, 15, 14. Oh, no, this guy needs to roll a 13.
Let's see here.
Or lower. I mean, we're cool with a 1, I think.
I'm cool with like a 0. Like, this guy better have like a minus dexterity. He's an orc. He's fat or something.
He's weak is what he is. That's not that's not a 1. That's the opposite actually.
Thin commoner? Oh, these are the commoners. Okay, that's fine.
Oh boy, we're fighting everyone.
Chipper Bandit Captain. 23? No!
Yeah, you guys hear all of the people around you go, oh, "They attacked the teacher!" And you see them drawing weapons of their own. And they're all kind of surrounding you.
Join us!
Okay, I'll turn around and throw up a sleep spell.
Hold on. It's not your turn yet.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the captain looks to Ember. Big Jim. And he's going to make a few attacks.
Huh?
Let's see here. All right. He hits all 3 times for 20 damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction to swipe my tail at one of them.
One of who? At Big Jim?
At the first attack to try and block it.
Oh, okay.
I get 1 more AC.
Yeah, no, it'll hit you.
Ow.
Okay.
Okay, so next we are going to roll the 24 commoners are going to make attacks against each of you.
They can try. I'm gonna die.
Let's see here. All right. Collectively, you each take about 6 damage from their repeated assaults on you.
Okay, so I took 20 in total, or halved already, or do I? Because I'm in a rage.
I don't think he did 40 damage at this level.
No, you would have taken 10 damage from that.
10 damage and then 3 from the commoners.
That's right.
Okay. So then that would be 13 damage. So still pretty healthy.
All right. There he goes. I think you guys have gotten in yourselves a little over your head. I suggest that you surrender.
How many commoners are there, and how many?
There are 24 commoners, and
24.
right now, just Big Jim. Pierre.
Give me a second. I need to think. Pierre is going to make an insight check
Okay.
to see if he should surrender. I never surrender! As he is going to fight. He is going to Eldritch Blast the biggest of gyms.
All right.
And let's see how this goes. Attack. Fucking killing me here.
All right.
Oh, you're killing.
You raise your hand to try and cast an Eldritch Blast, but one of the peasants grabs your arm and, twists it aside. Your right arm is now grappled. You cannot use somatic components until you break free.
All right, so sorry. Pierre, the fucking goes, shit, no, don't do that. As he's probably gonna die here, but I need to go soon, so that's fine. All right, that's my turn. That's all I got.
Ember.
Yeah, Daisy's still mad. So
Aren't you glad the campaign's already over?
He has insulted not once, but 3 times Daisy. So
And your master, since you're a familiar, you know.
yeah, and her friend. So she is very upset, and yeah, she's gonna swing with the tail again.
All right. That will hit.
Oh,
That's
good.
Is 10
11
damage.
Okay.
At least you take half damage when you're being attacked.
All right, Professor Dockstoff.
Oh shit! I should have healed. I'm dumb.
How big is the room?
How big is the room? It's
Yeah.
about 30 feet square.
Okay. Get behind Pierre, stick my head out so I can see what I'm doing, and throw sleep at the crowd.
Okay. As you cast sleep, go ahead and roll for the HP.
Alright, let's go.
That's
If you click the spell under your spell section, it should do that for you.
22. Let's see, 4 times 5. That's at least 5 commoners, I think.
You know, that's a lot of metagaming.
Hey.
Like, you're literally referencing their stat block. Like,
Well, I know it by heart, alright?
that's
And it can happen
textbook
either way.
metagaming.
I don't know if you changed their stats. They might have rolled max HP. I don't know.
Anyway, about half of them fall asleep.
okay. And
Yeah, I was way off. That's 12.
let's see. Okay, so that should be the end of my turn, right? So
Okay.
I accept death with open arms.
All right. It is now the bandit captain's turn. And he is going to, again, multi-attack Ember. Oof.
Alright. Let's see how he hits.
All right. He deals.
I'm gonna use my reaction to add 3 to my AC
For his first one.
for whichever one hits first.
That would be his first one. They all hit.
Okay, but yeah, first one.
Let's see here. Your
What's
AC
your
I
is
can't
15.
see which ones have hit. That's that's the thing. I can't see it.
Yeah.
What's your AC, Ember?
It'd be 18 with that.
15
Ooh.
naturally.
Yep. All right. The first one does miss, but the crit and the other one still hit for another 10 damage. And as it strikes you, his axe begins to glow, and it fires off some form of magical energy.
10 before resistances or after?
That's with resistance. He rolled a
Okay.
20. Okay. I think I might need a save. Let me make sure. Okay, no. All right, the magic leaps forth, striking Pierre. And Pierre, you take
Give me a second. How much?
6 necrotic damage. and you cannot regain HP until the start of his next turn.
That's fine, because as he does so, I go, you may hurt me, but I hurt you more, and I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. All of a sudden, your Hellish Rebuke fizzles out. As little Jim stands there, his fist glowing, he has just cast a counter spell.
Bro, why did they get counter spell?
I think it's time that you three left. All right. The commoner's turn. They wake up their sleeping comrades, and that's going to be their turn.
Okay, first things first, bonus action bonus action healing light. Daisy first.
Okay.
How much do I have? 3. So for 3d6. So that's going to be 10, 15 health.
All right.
Do you still need health, Daisy?
I know you overhealed me actually with that.
Sweet. Dockstoff, do you need health?
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm wrong. Sorry.
Yes, how much? A lot?
About halfway.
Well, that's good because you're getting my Cure Wounds, my last spell slot.
I think you need somatic components for Cure Wounds.
It's verbal somatic. Yeah, why?
Because your arm is still restrained.
It's restrained?
Yes.
As a free action?
As whenever you crit failed, remember, a peasant grabbed you, and I said you can't use somatic components until the end of your next turn.
I missed that part. Not gonna lie. That sucks, Dick. All right, then, as my main cast, I'll be casting Vicious Mockery at the peasant holding my arm. Stop holding me! You are so weak! As make me a wisdom save.
All right.
DC 13.
He succeeds.
Okay, that's it. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Ember.
Yeah. Daisy's gonna see like little Jim and she's like, "Fine, you're all a bunch of jerks anyway." And as she does, she like swipes her tail and like scatters a bunch of desks, like not at anyone, but just like into the corner.
All right.
As she like turns around and heads towards the door.
All right. Little Jim steps aside as you walk past. But then he reaches out and he puts his hand on your fluffy shoulder. And he goes, "Aye, lass, I think ye be passing the test. You did good work. Welcome to the Adventurers Academy."
She's just like, "Huh?"
Aye, this was a test to see how much gumption you had. You did good. You showed you got guts and power and will.
Yay! Like the tail immediately disappears back into like a regular dog tail, starts wagging rapidly. I did good, really.
Oh my god, that voice is killing my throat. Yes.
Yes.
He's like, yeah,
Fuck.
really good.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
in order to get your adventuring license, of course, you'll still have to pass the test within the pit. But showing how much strength you have, I'm sure it'll be no problem for the likes of you.
And then so what? She's now calmed down and everything. She's like realizes Doc's top is hurt. Are you okay? You're hurt.
I'll be fine. I just need to get out of here before anyone else attacks me.
I'm gonna need to use my loyalty bond because I'm pretty sure you're below my health.
Yeah.
And heal you for 10 HP. As she like kind of like cuddles him and like rubs her fur against him and like licks wounds and stuff.
You only have 14?
What?
Yeah, you should have, like, if you only took average, you should have 21 HP, Doc Stuff. Right? 9 plus 7 plus 7.
You have a plus
23. You should have 23 HP if you took average. Unless you rolled.
Oh. You took in the beginning. You said you wanted us to roll for it.
You could
As a
roll
wizard?
or take average. That was up to
Oh.
you.
Wait, as a wizard, Kiba? Because isn't wizard average 4? He would need like a +4.
He has a +3. 4 plus 3 would be 7. Another 4 plus 3 would be another 7. So that's 14. Plus his first level, which would be 6 plus 3 or 9.
Oh, yeah. Funny.
This is get off of me! As he's gonna shake the peasant off of him.
All right. Big Jim and Little Jim stand at the front of the classroom and they're like, yes, I think we have a great class here. You guys have all shown great initiative. Good work, all of you.
Really? I did a good job?
Aye, you did
Telling
great,
me
little
you tried to
lass.
Kill me for a test.
Sorry for calling you a jerk. I'm working on it.
It was all an act, lass. Of course we were being jerks. We wanted to push you, and you showed us that you can push back. And trust me, we wouldn't have killed you. Maybe knocked you around a little bit, but no, we had no intention of letting you die.
You need to communicate that just a bit better.
If we did, it wouldn't be much of a test.
Alright, I need to go. Adios.
Alright, see ya.
and then the rabbit falls unconscious.
And actually, that's a pretty good stopping point for us today. So, Big Jim and Little Jim have you guys, they show you to like a little cordoned off area. There's small, tiny tents like around the big tent that you can sleep in and use for your resting quarters. You guys will get a long rest before your trial the next day.
Wow, long rest.
Yeah. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in to watch the stream. If you like to donate, the donate link is, of course, on the page, or you can head to the description of the stream and you will find the link there as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back probably next week. Same time, good for everyone?
That should work, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Oh wait. No, actually I won't. Next week is July 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have plans.
you're right. Okay, what about the 5th? Can we do Tuesdays?
Tuesday would have to be earlier in the day for me.
Okay. What if we did, I guess, Wednesday afternoon then?
That should be fine.
Wednesday afternoon okay with you, Brandon?
Should be. I'm usually here. I'm usually at home, yeah.
Okay, then we'll do Wednesday, same time, 4 to 7.
Okay.
All right.
And, are we adding any XP for this?
No, it's milestone level up. So you guys will level up, but not here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and
Thanks.
I will see you guys Wednesday, 4 to 7. All right. So
See you then.